to my channel today. First up, I'm going to apologise if you can hear the rain and the wind. We have a storm. I believe it's just hit. Good timing. This is my very first share as part of the Created by Gwen Cut to You design team. I'm so excited to be on this team. As you can see, I have cut this beautiful floral bouquet. This is floral filled heart number 2. That's what it's called. I've just cut it on some white cardstock, white texture cardstock, and I'm using this as my background paper. This is the photo I'm going to use. Yes, it's one from my wedding 10 years ago. I've cut it down and I'm going to back this. This paper's from the Prima Amelia Rose collection, and I've got the 6x6 paper pad. I'm going to fill my cut file. And I think that I'm going to leave the cut file open except for where I fill it. Does that make sense? So I'll pop you on fast forward. I hope you enjoy. So off I go. Just moving that background paper out of the way, otherwise I'm likely to get glue all over it. I'm going to pull my 6x6 paper pad out and choose the papers that I'm going to use to back my cut file here. So I wasn't really sure how I was going to exactly what I was going to do, so I pulled out a bunch of different papers, thinking there are some bits and pieces from some of them that I could use, and then what I end up deciding to do is the bigger, pointier flowers. I end up using that paper there, the darker paper for. The rounder papers, I use more of the pinks, the leaves. There's like this really light mint green, and then the center of the rounder flowers, I use some of the rose gold from some of the offcuts from the 12x12 papers. So as you can see, all I'm doing here is tracing around the shape, sticking it down. I didn't make you watch all that because it's not very exciting. I did fill the whole, you can see what I filled there, and then I decided to back the open areas with some vellum, and then I've bumped the whole lot up on some craft foam. Just deciding on a couple of layers here behind my photo, and this is what I've decided to go with. I'm going to do a very small white border around the whole photo, and then I'm going to use a pattern like on 2/3 of the photo, and then I'm going to go with the black around the whole photo, but you'll see me do that in a sec. I don't know why I decided to mat this one on only 3 sides, but it's what I decided to do, and I really like the balance it gives. So I'm so excited to be a part of this design team. Gwen had a new release at the beginning of the month. Has everyone seen it already? There are some gorgeous things there, and I just want to cut all of them and play with all of them, but you know, I have to do grown-up things. So I'm just going to add some foam behind my photo as well, so that that is the same height as the cut file. As you can see, I have adhered my photo, and when I put it on my background paper, I was like, oh, you idiot, what have you done? You can see there that my photo's on a really big angle. I'm like, oh no, that's way too much of an angle. And then I tried to take it off, and I was like, oh my gosh, this isn't working. What am I going to do? So I line up the heart, make sure it's perfectly in the center and straight and square and even. I'm like, no, just know that photo is on way too much of an angle for my liking. Now, I'm not normally a straight and perfect kind of scrapper. It's just not my style. But the photo on that much of an angle was just too much for me. So I decided to tilt the heart and square up the photo, and I just think that that just gives the whole page just something a little bit different, and I really love it. I've pulled out these black thickers for my title. It wasn't originally what I had in mind. To be honest, I don't know what I had in mind, but a big black title was not what I had in mind. That's what I've gone with. This page does end up fairly simple. If you didn't already see the photo at the beginning, there is not a single drop of mixed media on this page anywhere. Nothing. I don't know what happened, but I just went, I'm just going to leave this as is, and I'm really, really happy with it. I'm just flipping through the Maggie Holmes sticker book here, pulling out some florals. Now, I think I've chopped out most of this painful process, but I'm not 100% sure. If I haven't chopped it out, I've sped it way up. You can see that I am putting a bunch of stickers on the page, and the problem comes when I feel like I need to add more above the photo, and I start playing with butterflies. I did muck around with adding butterflies and going, no, that's not right, and moving it here and moving it a centimetre there and moving it over there and moving it here, and it was really painful doing it, let alone making you guys watch it. So I have chopped most of it out, but I just wanted to let you know that this doesn't always just happen for me either. Here we go, here's the start. I'm like, nope, that's the wrong note. Then I'm like, oh, a whole page of butterflies. Oh, okay, go back to the beginning. And so I did. I mucked around for ages trying to get just the right one, and then gave up. And I end up with only one butterfly on the page, and I really like it. I've thought I cut this out. Clearly I didn't. So I am applying my ATG to the back of all that foam. How exciting for you guys. I am so sorry. A tip, if you do use the ATG and you have a problem with applying it to your foam and getting it to stick, I found that if I go slowly, I have more luck with it sticking. I'm just adding a bit of dimension under some of those flowers. Some of them are like on top of the heart, but behind the photo, and some of them are stuck to the background paper, and so some of them just need a bit of extra support, because as soon as it goes into the album, it's going to get squished. Because they're all stickers, they'll stick and look funny. So I'm just adding a little bit of extra dimension, and I'm just chopping off the side of that heart, and that is pretty much my page done. This is a short and sweet video. I really like how this page came together. I think it's beautiful. If I do say so myself, this is an absolutely stunning range, absolutely stunning cut file. Gwen, again, thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of your design team. I'm so excited to be here. Look at my stitching. I've even pulled out my sewing machine more than I have in ages. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please make sure you leave them below. I'll leave links to Gwen's store and to my blog. And I hope you've enjoyed. I will see you in my next video. Have a fantastic day. Bye.